in one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Second down now after the pass completion. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Landon Collins is built like your typical tackle-first safety, but he does have the ability to play the deep part of the field.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now Bridgewater. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout. Defensively, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see, the defense might bring some added pressure as the offense is dealing with a 3rd and long. A play fake to Peterson. Now Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
To throw, Gabbert. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. Touchdown, Giants! Will Tye, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback and throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
It's caught. Michael Fuller. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Bridgewater now on second down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
One of the selling points of the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Hankins. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, Peterson. Cuts right. Adrian Peterson. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, Gabbert. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be first down, Giants.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down throw for Gabbert. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Giants first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
This is caught by Marlon Brown. Give him 16 on the pickup, and the Giants are going to get a first down. A lot of time there, partner, in the protected pocket, and he was able to deliver.
The guys protecting the passer have allowed him plenty of time to go through his progressions and find open receivers.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Sliding out of the pocket. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. That'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On second down, Gabbert again. That is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On third down, Gabbert. Flush to his right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Much like that, prove us right.
I love the way that she spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge. and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Manning to throw on second down. Finding time. Forced out to his left. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Manning on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Vikings a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater surveying the field. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
That's going to frustrate the coaching staff a little bit as they dialed up the deep shot, but they weren't on the same page on that play. Heck, I don't think they were in the same book. I think he thought he was going to do something else, ends up throwing it over the sidelines. Well incomplete.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Get ready! 180!
Hey, watch number 5.
180!
In motion, Patterson. On second down, Bridgewater again. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it go again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On third down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
One final try now for Manning. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They come out here in the eye. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They come up in an offset eye. Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Beckham. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. And now here's a carry heading left. second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Manning, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football. And you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive. And they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Manning now on 1st down. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Courtney Upshaw in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Manning to throw on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver, and now it's 4th down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Jacob Shum now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Peterson alone in the backfield. He'll get the football here. And some room to work. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Flushed out right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it'll give the Giants a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr. When they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game, man. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He's got Lewis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Manning. Complete. This is Lewis. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Now Manning. And this is caught at the 8. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Vikings now heading on to the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
Bridgewater on first down. And that is incomplete here. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. To throw is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And, oh, this is Beckham remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now this time Manning will throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now they're in the hurry. Now Gabbert.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. That's a really fine play there because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Throwing is Manning on third down. Caught right side. It's Lewis. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Manning gonna throw here. Finding time. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Manning to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. Now Manning. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Manning looking to throw it, looking deep downfield. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the D-line's going to spread out. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody. it.